The new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. He's your host.
All right, my beautiful people, thanks so much for tuning in to the new Black Wall Street. This is your Boss Vest Book Club. I'm so excited about getting started tonight. This is the RDJ from me, RDJ Enterprise, your certified financial educator, also founder of New Black Wall Street. Tonight's episode brought to you by True Detergent. That's right, True Detergent, black-owned and manufactured right here in the Atlanta area. We're doing free delivery to your doorstep in Atlanta. You can give us a call at 678-851-2400. Once again, that's 678-851-2400. It's 101-ounce bottle for $15. Means 15 cents per wash. Go ahead and make your change today to True Detergent. Make the switch. What's going on, hey Ryan? Good evening. What's going on, brother? How are you? We got a couple things coming up as you guys are getting prepared. We're going to be going through the book, The Execution Pipeline. So this series that we're going to be going through, this is something I literally could get people to pay a lot of money for, but I'm doing it just for you. So I know I got people that's going to be watching tonight. They're saying, hey, I've always wanted to start my own business. I don't know where to start. I'm an entrepreneur, but I want to be an entrepreneur. I'm an employee, but I want to be my own boss. Well, this is the show for you. And we're going to be going through a process. Everybody say process. We're going to be going through a process to help you get to the place. Oh, hopefully by the end of this year, you got your own business because you are going through the process to learn that. What's going on, Ms. Grant? How are you? And Mr. Burton, what's going on? What's going on with your big dog? So we're waiting on people to join us. I'm going to give you a couple of announcements. We'll get right into it. Now, here's the deal, guys. This is the serious lessons here, right? So have your notes. If you know, I advise you to have your notes, because you're gonna need to take some notes. It's some critical thinking. It's some action steps for you to take as we continue to go through this day by day. So you don't want to miss an episode. You also don't want to miss any notes that you can take because tonight, you want something to think about. Like, okay, I got it now. Now you can move on to the next step. Okay. So Mo, go ahead. I'm gonna give you time to go ahead and get your notes. Just in case, you're gonna need them. Okay. It's not really like serious notes, but you're gonna need them because you're putting together a plan. You're putting together a plan to implement so that you can start your own business this year. All right, so we got a couple sessions coming up. Tonight, the marijuana session is sold out, but we will be there tonight in about an hour. So we'll be starting that. We're excited about that. But tomorrow, you have an opportunity to join in with us as we're talking about money. I know this Valentine's Day, some of you guys are going to go out and spend a whole bunch of money. Well, we're going to be meeting to see how we can actually make some money or we can find some investment opportunities that's going to profit off what people are going to do anyway. See, everybody else is going to go buy chocolate. Everybody else is going to take their boo out to something to eat. Everybody else is going to go buy some jewelry. So we're going to be looking to see, well, what companies should benefit from what everybody else is going to do anyway. So because they're going to do that, we're going to be looking to see if there's some seasonal opportunities. This is really going to be good for you guys that are day traders, momentum swing traders, and all that kind of stuff, because you might actually find some things that you didn't notice before. And that's going to be a great time. We're also on Wednesday, we got our Dow 30 investment session. This session here is for you guys that are beginners. You've never traded before or invested before. You're like brand spanking new. You don't know what's going on. You want to start to learn the language. Learn the language of money. Well, this is going to be for you. We're going to be going through the 30 most significant stocks in America. Companies like Apple, Nike, Walmart, McDonald's. We're going to be going through them step by step at a slow process so that you begin to learn and understand how this stuff works. And any questions that you have, that's a great place for you to be. So that's on Wednesday. Go ahead and register for that. You can't say, hey, no one ever gave me access. No one ever talked to me about it. I wish I had learned about this stuff. Well, you got the opportunity to learn about that now. Not only do you have the opportunity to learn about it, on Saturday, we got a stock market class for kids. So if you have children in grades 4 through 8 or 4 through 9, that's a great place for them to be. So if you want your children to learn what you didn't learn, you say, I wish I would have learned this earlier. Well, you got your opportunity to let your kids learn it. And we got that class going on Saturday, stock market class for kids. We're going to be doing some stock markets quiz stuff, a $10,000 hypothetical. And they're also going to get some homework. And that homework is for you to make sure that they do. So go ahead and get your kids signed up this Saturday. I only do one of these a month. I do one adult class and I do one kids class. Everything else is part of the club. So you can choose to join Club Millie and get all this information, or you can just continue to watch. It's up to you. Anyway, so what's going on, Darren? How are you? Kelvin, what's going on? Miss Lomax, how are you? Thanks so much for joining. So here's the deal. Tonight is we are starting our Boss Fest series. Now, what Boss Fest is me investing into those people that want to be bosses or they're already bosses. So you might be a person that has a job right now. You're trying to break free. You say, hey, I got this wonderful idea and I want to start a business. Well, you might not have put the plan together, or you don't know how to implement your idea, this is what this session is for. This is what this series is for. Now, I used to do coaching, right, as far as helping people to become their own boss and become an entrepreneur, but it's very difficult to do one-on-one because it just takes up so much time. So I figured this would be a cool way for us to do something together. So those who were serious, everybody put in the comments below serious. Those who are serious about starting their business this year, 2017, the year of the businessman president, well, this is going to be the session for you. You don't want to miss any episodes, as many as you can. I'm trying to do this on a regular basis so that we can go get through this whole book. So anyway, going through the book, Execution Pipeline. All right. You can find this book on my website, www.ergj.net. This book is by a man named Anthony Flynn. And he is actually a black guy. Anthony Flynn, whole little black family down there. All right. So what this is, this is one of the few books that I kind of came across and I looked, I said, man, this right here is very powerful because it is a step-by-step process from idea to implementation. It's a step-by-step process. So I could go and I could probably pull out all this stuff from this book and put it into a course and teach it and charge a lot of money for it. But you know what? I love the village so much, and I want to see you guys get free. So I'm trying to make sure I do as much as I can for you guys. And I'm just opening up my library so that you can see some of the stuff that I read that have helped me to break free. So let's actually start getting into this. I'm not going to take up a whole bunch of your time. What this is it's got about 11 different steps, right? And in each step there are sub-steps or sub-parts to it. So we're going to try to get through as much as we can. We're not going to rush it though, and we're going to get into kind of step one. So just kind of read the back for you. It says here, hey, do you have an idea that keeps you awake at night? Have you ever thought of starting a business but don't have a defined process in place? Is there a problem in your community you want to solve but don't have the confidence or platform to act on the resolution? The Execution Pipeline is a step-by-step guide to moving your business idea from dream to reality is the antidote you need to shift from vision to implementation. So this is for any type of business owner. Whether you are a for-profit or not for-profit, you can go through this. We can go through this together. It can help you along the way to starting your business this year. Whether you're a corporate executive, single parent, community activist, or student, this simple and fun process will move you to act. Everybody put in the comments below, act. The format is so easy to follow. So unlike any ordinary business plan, you may forget you are actually learning technical skills that help you build the venture of your dreams. As you move through the pipeline, you'll begin to understand and apply such concepts as this: capital for your business or fundraising for your nonprofit organization. How many guys want to know that? Developing a compelling mission and vision statement. How many guys want to know that? Recruiting, training, and retaining talent. Developing a distinguishing value proposition, i.e. what makes your idea unique. Penetrating a crowded market, and developing a 90-day, 6-month, 1-year, 2-year, 3-year implementation plan. How valuable would that be to you to actually go through this process? Facebook Live, we're doing what no one else is doing, right? Everybody else is using this to socialize. We're using this to find ways to build wealth, find ways to build business, find ways to free ourselves from that, that not so what boss. So we're going into chapter 1. Here's the first question, guy. Are you ready to do what it takes to see this journey through? Are you ready to do what it takes to see this journey through? As we begin this journey, you gotta ask yourself, am I ready? Because this is going to be a little journey. It's not a 3-day journey. This is going to take a little time. So make sure you got your notes. Make sure you go ahead and share the video. Go ahead and like it, whatever y'all got to do, because once we get started, we're in. So I know you don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time. It's the initial inauguration of Boss Fest. Yay! Boss Fest is here, where we are investing in you, the entrepreneur and an entrepreneur, to help you get your business off the ground. Step 1, develop a focused concept. Everybody put that in the comments below. Develop a focused concept. Develop a focused concept. James Penny was born in 1875 to poor farmers. His humble beginnings and appreciation for hard work empowered him to work his way through the ranks of the Golden Rule store chain. He eventually purchased the chain and renamed it J.C. Penney. During the Great Depression, James personally took on more than $7 million of debt when the company lost more than $40 million. To add insult to injury, he nearly died when he was suddenly struck with tuberculosis. But his passion gave him the tenacity he needed to rejuvenate both his health and his business. He took out a loan, rebuilt the business, ended up living to the grand old age of 95. Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Benjamin. Develop a focused concept. James Penny had a vision, the discipline to execute his vision, and the resilience to press through setbacks. Number one, he had a vision. Number two, he had discipline to execute the vision. And number three, he had resilience. Everybody put in the comments below, vision, discipline, and resilience. Vision, discipline, and resilience. Oh my, vision, discipline, and resilience. Oh my. So I know some of y'all might have a problem with resilience, but anyway, vision, discipline, and resilience. He refused to allow anyone or anything to impede his long-term dreams. Unfortunately, many people don't get past the concept phase. Think about the last good idea you had. Think about the last good idea that you had. Have you pursued it, or is it still sitting on the back burner as you find yourself waiting on the right moment to move forward? How many guys got a good idea right now that you just put on the back burner? We can be honest, we family. How many guys got a good idea right now that you haven't pursued and it's still sitting on the back burner because you're waiting on the to move forward? And when is that right moment going to be? I mean, because there's no better time than now, but when is that right moment? When will you even know when that right moment comes? Because you're still waiting on it. You won't even know when this is the right moment, but you're saying you're waiting on some moment in time. You're not alone in this waiting cycle. J.C. Penney says some folks have a wishbone instead of a backbone. Some people have a wishbone instead of a backbone. The goal of this first step is to help you move from wishing to working. Everybody put in the comments below, stop wishing, start working. Stop wishing, start working. The goal of this first step is to get you from wishing to working. It's time for you to shift from conceptualizing to implementing. To begin implementing, you need focus. To begin implementing, you need focus. You have to commit your energy to a single clear goal. James Penny chose to focus on building a department store brand. You might have a million ideas flowing through your head, but to implement any of them, you'll have to hone in on a single idea. So KT Washington said that she said she has a good idea weekly. And then she said, I'm super multi-passionate. So I would wonder, with those two statements, KT, are you able to hone in on one single idea? Are you able to focus on one of those great ideas, get that done, and then focus on the other ones? Or are you so super multi-passionate that you're now super multitasking as well, and you find yourself not being as efficient and actually getting one of those ideas off the ground? It's just a question. I don't know if that's true or not, but that could be something that you want to work on or whatever. Otherwise, a best-selling author, Seth Godin, stated, you will become a wandering generality as opposed to a meaningful specific. Once again, to implement any strategy, you'll need to hone in on a single idea. Otherwise, you will become a wandering generality as opposed to a meaningful specific. Resist the human tendency to become a wandering generality. The next few chapters will help you select which of these concepts you should execute. So here's the deal. So here's the first piece of this, right? It's the first piece of our developing a focused concept. You want to establish your concept. Everybody put in the comments below, establish. The first thing you need is a clear set of blueprints. A written plan clarifies your process for both you and the public. Write the vision down and make it plain. So you want to establish your concept. Carve out a few hours in your schedule to outline your ideas. How many guys actually outline your ideas? You have them, they come to you, but do you take the time to write them down? Do you take the time to actually outline those ideas? So you want to outline your ideas. Don't think much about endless details that you end up empty-handed and frustrated after hours of unproductive energy. Just write. So you got this idea, you want to outline your ideas and just write. You'll do that brainstorm thing. It's in your brain. Just write it down. Don't even think about how it's going to work and all. Just write. Get the idea out of your head. Again, get the idea out of your head on the paper. Okay. So hopefully you guys got to. I told you guys you need notes. You need notes. All right. Get the idea out of your head on the paper. This is just the first step. Okay. You want to establish your concept. You got the idea. You want to get your ideas out there. You can start to outline these ideas. Once you've gotten out all your initial thoughts, Again, now you got your initial thoughts out. Once you get through getting all your initial thoughts. In other words, you're like, okay, I think I'm done thinking. it's done. What do I got? Right? Once you got all your initial thoughts, set them aside for a few days. Return eventually and narrow your ideas down to 50 to 75 words. Simplicity and focus will help you shape a clear description for your audience. Simplicity and focus will help you shape a clear description for your audience. The book, Execution Pipeline. The Execution Pipeline is by Anthony Flynn. You go to www.ergj.net, scroll down to the recommended read section, and you actually can get the book through me. All right. Once you created simplicity and focus helps you shape a clear description for your audience. Once you've created the basic framework, your blueprint several times to ensure you've examined all angles. The key is finding a healthy balance between free writing and careful examination. So again, you want to get your ideas out. Then you want to come back to those ideas that you put down on paper. Then you want to start to refine those ideas. Okay, everybody put in the comments below, refine your ideas. Once you get them out, you want to start to refine your ideas, and then you want to basically simplify some of the ideas so that if you're able to provide a clear message to your audience about your concept. Because here's what happens. You got this great idea, and you want to talk to somebody about it, but you haven't got clarity on the idea yet. So you got to get it down on paper so you can see it, so you can write it. Because something happens when you write it, it's like, everybody got to make sense. And once you write it, now you're able to convey the message to someone who can actually help you go further. So just don't go blurt your idea out. Say, hey, I got this good idea. I got this concept, but you haven't really got any clarity on it. And now you're just confusing the whole conversation. So Celeste said, I have such a wide range to choose from. I don't know who my audience is yet. Refine my ideas. Okay. Well, this comes down to figuring out which idea you want to focus on first. You got a whole bunch of ideas. We haven't got to the part of figuring out your audience yet. We just talking about the idea. This is the first step of establishing your concept. Okay. So get the ideas out. And that's the first step. So here's the question. Here's your critical thinking question for this one step. Is your concept? What exactly? Not haphazardly, not somewhat, not, what exactly is your concept? Right? So that's the question you want to answer on your notes. That's the question you want to have answered ending this little subsection. What exactly is your concept? Right? That way, if it's so clear, right, it's easier to bring to reality because you have a clear concept. It's not fuzzy. It's refined. It's not just an idea pie in the sky. It's a refined idea that you have a clear, that you made clear, you made concise, and now it's palatable for you to provide or to talk to anybody. So you want to know exactly what your concept is, okay? And we're going to do step 2. And I think we can do step 2 and step 3. All right, so the first one was establish your concept. And then the question, or your critical thinking question, was, what exactly is your concept? Now, well, so let's just say helping those with addictions. All right, so that's not really a clear concept, right? I mean, you can refine it even further, right? So, okay, so is there any particular addiction you want to focus on first, right? Versus all addictions, right? Or you know what I'm saying? So are you thinking about like a nonprofit? I want to establish a nonprofit to help those with addiction. So you can start refining it as you write it down. You get clear thoughts in you. I'm just asking questions for you, but you can even refine that even more to get a little bit more specific. Because there's so many addictions in this world. Somebody could be addicted to sex. Somebody could be addicted to marijuana. It's all types of addictions. So if you want to focus on all of them, that could make it very difficult to find a target market. But keep digging. Go a little further. What really is the hot spot for what you want to do? Now, I think this is going to help you, right? So now, the second part is you want to discover your inspiration. Everybody put that in the comments below. Discover your inspiration. So you established your concept. You've asked yourself that critical thinking question, what exactly is my concept? Now you want to discover your inspiration. The best ideas solve a specific problem. The best ideas solve a specific problem. What problem are you attempting to solve? What problem are you attempting to solve? Now, if you've seen my previous episodes, I'll talk about how the way that you get rich is you solve a problem. or you solve a big enough problem. So what problem are you attempting to solve? So for example, when I got started with what I'm doing, when I'm a certified financial educator, I am trying to solve the problem of financial literacy. That's the specific problem I'm looking to solve. Now, as I got going in my business, I start realizing that, okay, well, I was trying to bring in to teach people about banking, to teach people about credit. But now I'm trying to solve the problem of not knowing how to make your money work for you. So I've refined it even more. So I'm specifically focused on investing, how you can make your money work for you. So it's even been refined over time. But that's a specific problem that I'm looking to solve. The problem might be tied to something personal, such as escaping an incompetent boss, or it might be a wider reaching issue like helping an underserved group in the community around you. Whatever the case, take time to determine what drives you. What drives you? This concept that you have. What's the driving force that's going to move you through all of the stuff you got to go through to actually bring this solution to this problem? Once again, the key is to write it out. So I hope you got your notes. The key is to write it out. If you don't get it on paper, it will lack clarity. And if it's not clear, it will never become. Don't get it on paper, it will lack clarity. And if it's not clear, it will never become a reality. So it says that I already have a contract to help those in addiction. My passion is holistic health and wellness, teaching meditation and stuff. So, okay, so now we are, see, a lot of things uncovering. So you want to establish a holistic health and wellness center to help those with addictions to find self-love or something. I don't know. What's going on, Madison? So as we go through, this is gonna really help you out. So as we go through these steps, I'm not gonna try to let's get through discovering the inspiration. So let's talk about this discovering the inspiration. What was your inspiration for this concept that you have, Celeste? What was the inspiration? So after you've clarified your plan, you'll need to remember your inspiration. When external factors challenge and overwhelm you, this inspiration will keep you going. Remind yourself that the pain of going backward outweighs the pain of pressing forward. That the pain of going backwards outweighs the pain of continuing to press forward. Ultimately, pressing forward leads to a definitive solution. Here's the question that you want to ask as it relates to part 2. What inspired your concept in the first place? And this is something I think all you guys can answer. As you're thinking about this concept that you have, as you've written that down, as you thought about what exactly is the concept that I have, you've written that down. And you thought about the problem that you're looking to solve, what specific problem you're looking to solve, you've written that down. Now we're getting to the inspiration part. What inspired you in the first place? What inspired you in the first place as it relates to this concept? What inspired your concept in the first place? Go ahead and put that answer in the comments below. I'd like to see what is driving you. What is the inspiration behind what it is that you're looking to do? What is the inspiration behind the business that you're looking to build? What's the inspiration behind the nonprofit that you're looking to form? What's the inspiration behind the holistic health and wellness center that you're looking to establish? What's the inspiration behind that? I'll give you a couple minutes. What's inspired your concept in the first place? Now, for me, it was the kids. For me, what inspired me was like I started to learn stuff about money, and I was like, why the hell did I didn't learn this stuff earlier? You know, why I was 25 or 30 when I heard about the Black Wall Street to begin with. I said, man, I've been going to school, and I go to Black History Month, go through Black History Month every year, and I never heard about Black Wall Street. And I thought, well, how could that have changed my life if I heard about it earlier? So I started thinking about the next generation. And I was like, I'm going to make sure that if anybody that come across my path, any kids come across my path, that they hear about some of these stories that they should have heard, and they learn about money the way that they should learn. So my inspiration was the next generation. My inspiration is those that are going to be leading the future business leaders of America. So put it that way. So KGY said, my family, professional, clinical work, that's your inspiration? Okay. I don't know what you do, but that's cool. Changing lives by changing yourself first, that's your inspiration? Okay. So that's like a purpose or a mission. Is that really an inspiration? Your inspiration is changing lives by changing yourself first? It's like you giving me a mission statement. So what really is giving you the inspiration to do this holistic health and wellness? Because I know you want to change lives. That's the end result. But what inspired you to want to do it in the first place? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the end result. You want to change lives. You're doing this because you want to change lives. But why do you want to change lives? What's inspired you to want to change lives in the first place? So that's the concept. I mean, that's the inspiration part. What inspired the concept in the first place? Awesome. Oh, cool. Keep my kids from around you. I don't have no kids, but I just say. So we only got 2 people responding here, guys. Where the fellas at? Oh, what's going on, Adrian? Your sons have inspired you. Okay, cool, fantastic. Okay, all right, cool. So you want to make sure that people don't go through the same thing that you went through. Fantastic. So you're drawing from your past to be able to help those that might be going down the same road. Your family and community. Okay, fantastic. So you got to know what inspires you. Some people, now here's the deal. Some people are starting to do something. They're doing something only because of money, right? Like that's their motivation. Like, I just want to make some money. And we find out very soon that it doesn't last long when all you're going after is money. Because there's nothing really driving you to continue moving forward, even if you do or even if you don't make money, right? If you fail, it's like, I wasn't inspired in the first place. So Kevin said, having freedom to spend time with his family. That's your inspiration, your family. Okay, got you. Your freedom, your time. Got you. Now here's the third step, guys. We're gonna end on the third one. We're gonna pick up the next 3 tomorrow. So you've established your concept. You've answered the question, what exactly is your concept? You discovered your inspiration, and you've answered the question, what inspired your concept in the first place? And now you want to align the concept with your core values. Everybody put in the comments below core values. You want to align the concept with your core values. All right, so almost every successful leader I know spends his or her time investing in activities that align with specific core values. Clear core values will guide your major decisions and help you maintain your focus. Oh, and your queen? I know that's right. Take some time now to define 4 to 6 non-negotiable core values and commit to them. So take some time now to define 4 to 6 non-negotiable core values and commit to them. So this is going to be kind of probably your homework, because you gotta, if you don't already know them, you got to figure out what are your core values and what are you going to commit to as it relates to this business, this enterprise, this nonprofit, whatever it is you're trying to build. What are your core values? 4 to 6 of them, you want to define them. That's what you're going to put on your notes. Define your core values. As you define your values, you might make some difficult discoveries. You might find that you've wasted time. You might find that you've wasted time, lived an undisciplined life, or followed the advice of unqualified guides. And again, let me say this again. As you define your values, you might make some difficult discoveries. You might find that you've wasted time. You might find that you've lived an undisciplined life. You also might find that you followed the advice of unqualified guides. Pay close attention to these issues because they will follow you if not addressed. So here we're saying that, hey, if I just figure out what my core values are, 4 to 6 of them, moving forward, I commit to these core values, then it'll help me to stay off the path of wasting time. They'll help me to get back to living a disciplined life so I can be more efficient. I get to my goal quicker, right? You guys do understand that if I live a disciplined life, I'll reach my goals quicker, right? You do understand it, right? I will reach my goal faster if I just remain disciplined, right? But at the end of the day, we all kind of stubborn. We don't want to let go of the bad stuff. We want to stay the way that we are, but you can't do that. You can't be who you were yesterday if you're looking forward to building something new today. You got to grow every day. That's why investing in yourself is the best investment you can make, because you can grow 1% today. You can grow 2% today, right? And over time, you can grow 300, 400, 500, 10,000% in a year because you're investing in yourself. And that's what we're doing right now. We're investing in ourselves. We're saying, you know what? I got this concept. I got something I want to do. And all I've been looking for is a little roadmap, a little help along the way. And here comes ERGJ, because they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And I'm providing for you today, and we're doing this together. We having school on Facebook school. All right, but you want to. This is all you, right? You have to decide that you're going to do this. You have to decide that you're going to figure out your 4 to 6 non-negotiable core values, and you're going to be honest with yourself to say, hey, have I wasted some time? Have I been living an undisciplined life? Have I followed the advice of unqualified guides? And you want to pay close attention to these issues. Because if you do not address these, they will follow you. And you're going to find yourself still going around that mountain because you haven't course corrected your very own life. Now, when these issues threaten to hold you back on your journey, because they're going to come back up, they will, you'll need to hold on to your core values. Let your values guide and focus you while pursuing your dreams. I think everybody needs to write that down. Let your values guide and focus you while pursuing your dreams. Here's what I want you to say. Here's what I want you to put in the comments below. Let my values guide me and focus me while I'm pursuing my dreams. I'll let my values guide me and focus me while I pursue my dreams. I will let my values guide me and focus me while I'm pursuing my dream. I know they don't sound like good English, but we're going to say that anyway. I let my values guide me and focus me while pursuing my dreams. So this is your homework, guys, because I know many guys, you're probably writing a couple down things now. You might not have 4 to 6. So you're going to have to take some time to really sit down. If you're really talking about turning your business idea from dream to reality, you got to do these steps. You got to say, hey, I'm going to take some time tonight, and I'm going to figure out what my non-negotiable core values are, right? For me, one of them is integrity. When I say that you pay me and I owe you some money, you're going to get your money. You know, it's just here, boom. It's just not worth it. Okay, I owed you a return, you're going to get your return. It's integrity. That's a non-negotiable core value of mine. No matter what, if I say I'm going to do something, it's going to get done. We're going to get it done. I'm going to do it. That's a core value of mine. I'm going to do my list too. I'm going to write my stuff down too. So Mr. Joseph said, I'm inspired by serving the business needs of aspiring business owners. I serve the business development needs and ensure they're prepared to become the future business leaders of America. Phi Beta Lambda, that's what I'm talking about, sir. And so here's your question, your critical thinking question as it relates to part number 3. How does your concept align with your core values? Now, that might be a little difficult if you don't know what your core values are. You want to write this question down, you want to come back to it, but how does your concept align with your core values? Okay, so that is the 3 first parts of this. This is a little long journey, but the first one, establish your concept, and you want to know what exactly is your concept. The second part, discover your inspiration, and you want to know what inspired your concept in the first place. And then the third one, we're going to end here today, align the concept with your core values. That means you got to know what your core values are. And so to step away from that, this is probably what I think most people are going to be doing tonight. You're going to be writing down your 4 to 6 non-negotiable core values, and not just writing them down, you're going to commit to those core values. And when we say commit to them, we're not just saying commit to them for the purpose of your business. We're talking about commit to them for the purpose of your life, because eventually, if you're an entrepreneur, your business really does become your life for the most part. And then you want to answer this question: how does your concept align with your core values? So that's your homework. Step number 3 is really your homework, because I think it's going to take some time for you guys to really think through that, get this stuff down, to write your 4 to 6 non-negotiables down, and to answer the question: how does your concept align with your core values? So this is day number 1, guys. Let me know your feedback, your thoughts. I mean, are you liking this? You think you're going to hang in with us all throughout this process so you can get your business started? You're going to go through this Boss Vest course that I'm providing to you free on Facebook Live and YouTube Live, wherever you see me at, so that you can get this thing off the ground this year. I think many of us, all we needed was a little direction. All we needed is a little plan, a step-by-step process to actually get this idea out of our head and bring it to reality. So if you're enjoying this, let me leave some feedback in the comments below so I know if I need to continue this. I'll switch books in a minute. I will switch books in a minute, but I've been wanting to do this for such a long time. I finally actually have the time to do it, and I got the platform and the resources to do it. So give me some feedback on what you think so far of the execution pipeline. Go ahead and write that in the comments below. And while you guys are writing it, let me go ahead and let these the slackers, the people got in late, let them know what's going on. So one, we're going through the book, The Execution Pipeline. It's by Anthony Flynn. It's a step-by-step guide to help you move your business idea from dreams to reality. This is part of our Boss Vest series. It's a place where we invest in you as a entrepreneur or an entrepreneur to help you take your business idea or your business to the next level. Many of you guys may even have a business right now, but you still got a new idea. And because you have a new idea, you still need to go through some steps to bring that idea to fruition. So that's what we're doing. I'm just taking my time to invest into the village, because I know many of you guys may not even have started this yet. You're ready to do something new this year, and this could very well be the thing that takes you from what you were thinking about doing to takes you from wishing to actually working. So the link, the link, the website, man, the website is in my description. I'm going to put that down here. So you just go to my website, www.erdj.net, scroll down to the bottom where it says recommended reads, and you'll find a lot of recommended reads, but that'll be the recommended read there. Now we're about to get ready for our marijuana session. Unfortunately, many guys missed, it got sold out. So if you're going to be there, you're going to be there, you're not. But we do have a Valentine's investment session tomorrow, and we also have a Dow 30 investment session on Wednesday. So those are two different investment sessions that you can come to. I would say the one tomorrow is going to be for good for those that are into day trading, swing trading, short-term trading, because we're just looking for seasonal opportunities to get a quick hit, a quick buck. But if you are new to investing or you have not ever invested in your life, I would encourage you to come to our Dow 30 investment session. This is going to be a series that we're going to do every Wednesday. We're going to go through the 30 most significant stocks, and we're going to break them down from as if you've never invested before. That way you can ask all your questions, and it's going to be a continuous learning process for you so you can actually get in the game. Everybody put in the comments below, get in the game. The reason why you're not getting in the game probably is because you're scared of the language. You don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. And we all have a little fear of the unknown. Well, we're going to make it known to you, and we're going to take you from being a place that you are overwhelmed to a place that you overstand. Again, we're going to take you from a place where you are overwhelmed to a place that you overstand. But the only way you can do that is if you join the conversation that we changed at the kitchen table. It's got to be a decision on you. You got to stop thinking about it. You got to stop wishing, and you got to start working. You got to do something. You got to click the button, sign up, and then meet us tomorrow, meet us on Wednesday, whichever one that works best for you. But not only that, guys, we also have a session for your kids. That's what I'm passionate about. That's what my inspiration is. So I hope that you will bring your kids to a place where I can really turn them out. They'll be on fire for money, and they'll be thinking about, man, they'll be talking about the stocks and all this stuff. It's just fabulous. I love teaching the kids, and I wanted to put myself in a position this year where I could do it for as least amount as possible so that no parent can say, I just can't afford it. No. You cannot not afford it. You know what I mean? Let your kids learn about money. Do whatever it takes, whatever is necessary for you to learn about money. No, good question. It's not the same time every night. The only reason I'm here early tonight is because we got so much going on tonight that I couldn't do it. I normally try to do it at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 10 at night is when I try to do it. I like to get it a little bit later so that when you go to bed, you're thinking about your dream. You're thinking about your plan. You're thinking about your whatever. So I try to do about 10 o'clock at night. I will, this week, it should be 10 o'clock every night. This just happened to be a little earlier. Do you guys, well, let me ask you guys this. Do you guys prefer it at this time? I could do it at this time, but I find I get a lot more response later. Do you guys want it? You guys want it? Let me see. Everybody wants 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, put 7, because I got to think about people on the West Coast, right? People 3 hours behind me. Or if you prefer 10, put 10. Let me see what kind of vote we get here, because I'm going to leave it up to the village. I can do it either time. You want 7 or you want 10? Let me know. But 10, I kind of, the people in California, they won't miss nothing because they might still be coming from work. 10, I figure I'll be done eating, kids be in bed. You can, okay, 10. All right, so 10 o'clock it is. So we got 7. Okay, we got 3, 10. Okay, let's see. Any other 7s? Celeste, you might be. All right, it's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock it is, guys. So we're going to be here at 10 o'clock at night. Here's the deal, man. This is a Boss Fest. It's all about you, the entrepreneur. This is just my way of trying to invest in you without having to charge your arm and leg, because my one-on-one sessions cost a little much, about $150 an hour for you to sit down and talk to me one-on-one. But hey, some of you guys can afford it and some of you guys need it. I'm just letting you know it's not cheap. Well, it depends on who you are. It could be cheap to you. But we're going to do it at 10 o'clock. We're going to do it at 10 o'clock at night. We'll move on to the next 3 steps. Feel free to get the book. So you follow along with us, but I'll be reading right along with you. And maybe it'll be easier for you just to be able to take notes and do the steps that you need to do so you can move forward with bringing your idea to reality. Of course, this episode is brought to you by True Detergent. That's right, Black-owned and manufactured True Detergent right here in the Atlanta area. We're doing free delivery in the Atlanta area. I actually do have a link in the description above. If you are outside the Atlanta area, you still want to order, you want to support a Black-owned business, that's what you can do. And here's the deal, guys. At the end of the day, what do we all do? We do wash our clothes. So why not give a Black-owned manufacturer the opportunity to help you get your clothes clean? Anyway, 678-851-2400 is the number you want to call. This is a 101-ounce bottle for $15. This means it's 15 cents per wash. When we put it up against our competitors, Gain is at 16 cents per wash. Tide is at 20 cents per wash. So you still getting a bargain, and you get the opportunity to to practice what you preach, which is group economics, having your dollar circulate back within the Black community. True Detergent, make the switch. What is ERGJ? Your certified financial educator from ERGJ Enterprises and founder of the New Black Wall Street. Remember this, guys. It takes a village, and it starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. Catch you guys later.
Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We will see you all there in the next episode of the New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall